My name's David Whiteman. I lead the Cancer Control Group at the QIMR Berghofer Medical Research Institute in Brisbane, Australia. Rates of melanoma have been rising for the past 3 decades, and it's thought that at least part of this rise might be attributable to a phenomenon called overdiagnosis, which is the detection of lesions through screening that otherwise wouldn't have come to clinical attention. The only way to really determine the extent of overdiagnosis is through a randomised trial of screening. But a randomised trial of screening will never be done for melanoma, and so the only way you can really replicate or emulate this is through a cohort study. And so that's what we have done. We recruited over 43,000 Queensland residents into the Q-Skin study. Back in 2010, those participants answered a comprehensive risk factor survey asking all about their melanoma risk factors and also asking them whether or not they'd had their skin screened by a doctor for melanoma. We then followed those participants up over time through cancer registries and linkage to medical administration datasets, and then we used statistical techniques to emulate a randomised trial where we distributed the risk factors evenly between the screened and the unscreened groups of participants. And what did we find? Well, we found that after 7 years of follow-up, the people who'd reported having their skin screened by a doctor before 2010 had about a 29% higher rate of having melanomas newly detected during the follow-up period. Importantly, the excess of melanomas seemed to be mostly driven by in situ melanomas, that is pre-invasive melanomas, and this effect persisted over the full 7 years of the study. So do these results have meanings for dermatologists and clinicians? They do. They certainly don't prove the existence of overdiagnosis, but they're strongly suggestive that overdiagnosis is occurring. They suggest that people who have their skin screened by a doctor are at higher risk of having melanomas found in the future. The challenge remains then for us to be able to discriminate between those melanomas that really do harm people and those that run a more benign course. And that's still work to do. Thank you.